was outside. You know what? I thought Mercury retrograde was today. I'm not surprised. I mean, wow, this is intense. This is really intense, but so spectacular. I've never seen anything like this, and I just know that I was working on the third part of the reading, and they said, no, stop everything you're doing. And I got to my day, and I got to my new patterning. Like, just patterns of peace and what we're doing. And then I spent time with Mother Earth and my loved ones, and I received a transmission, and I wrote it down. I've been working on... Ooh, sorry, little crystal. Working away on it. And I want to share it with you guys. And I will be sharing the rest of this message that I've already shared as soon as the time comes this week here. Monday or Tuesday. But we have to switch gears because we have to, for a second here, receive this transmission because it goes with what's happening right now. And we do have to get this message. This is it. It's the expansion of the violet flame. Now, guys, before I even say anything, look at this book. I love this book, and it was a gift from a dear Soul Tribe member. I love you very much. You know who you are. She's been very busy. She's studying acupuncture. Now, I felt called to read in this book because I've never written it, and it was brand new. It was calling to me. And it's because we are literally creating anew. We're laying it down, guys. We're laying down the foundations of new earth. We are in the process of the expansion of the violet flame. Mercury retrograde. The masculine to be able to destroy and transmute the lower vibes for fuel. And that's remembering we as feminine have masculine within us, okay? And this has to do with connection. We are connecting. This is working with the feminine. This is the type of energy that can kill viruses. Naturally, it's connected to the sun. Just like the sun. We're being activated to protect creation with this violet flame. But we've been doing the work in order to be able to do so. This just didn't come out of nowhere. We're going to protect the feminine as she is being attacked. But we're not going to be in fear of this. Okay, and this is connected to that vision I shared. This is no fear. Because we are going to know this is nothing to fear. This is part of the expansion of the creator using the energies of the opposites to expand to our advantage. This is that Gemini twin flame energy. Okay, so this is the blue ray is connected to the violet ray. This is what they shared with me. And this is the activator through the masculine as we've been healing with force. In inaction, the surrender. And we've been creating peace there. Look, we have to understand how to work with that Two of Cups within the mind. It's connected to the mind. My counter just said 211. So we have the Hanged Man here. This is the Hanged Man energy. We're in action. We're in surrender. This is the push. We're being pushed by the divine to do this. With the masculine, working with the 3D tools, okay? This is where we're going to allow the masculine to work with the 3D tools. Like time. Like going from point A to point B, to putting a label on something. To be methodical, to analyze. We're going to allow the masculine that, and we're going to allow the masculine to make mistakes. This is where we're not being all, I really want to use the words hippy-dippy, and I don't mean to be lower vibrational. I'm just trying to use a playful word to understand how to express really what we can't, you hear all the time, this isn't about the labels, and we can't get lost in this stuff, and we're healing with time, yes, but we also have to use it. We have to be able to use our 3D tools right now. We're not in the 5D and beyond yet, so we have to be allowed the masculine too. So if we go too far in the feminine, it's unbalanced, and if we go too far right now within the 5D, it's still unbalanced. We're still in the center, okay guys? We're still in the center. So we're gonna use this to build from the 5D plus, and this has to do with warrior spirit. And we're in alchemy here right now. And what has been shown is the alchemy of water and fire here. And here we see the actual alchemy of it. It's an alchemy, the fire is an alchemy with the water, and the water's an alchemy with the fire. And they've shown me this is connected to the mother and father. It's creation, patterning of creations, the alchemy of it. And this has to do with us being ready for our attacks. Now we've been training for this. It's time to face the negative. Guys, this was mission work. What were we doing all this work for? We weren't just doing it to sit and, you know, twiddle our thumbs. Goodness, guys, this would be so much fun, I'm telling you, to just put all of these wonderful, you know, symbols and pictures in. That's what I love about this. But today we're honoring this and what's happening. Describing. So, the violet ray, we're working with the violet ray, with the negative, the violet ray of destruction. And this is not something to fear. This is though, like what we're understanding, we're going to destroy the toxic lower vibes to create with a new life, with a fresh approach, with a fresh energy. This is what we're doing here to create the Taurus, to uplift. And this has to do with the water and the earth, the alchemy of them. And we are protecting creation. We are protecting creation here. And we are in realization that you can't fill an empty hole. And this has to do with the virus. And the fact that we're healing from what's lower vibe, with the greed, where we're taking too much, where we're in depletion of all of our resources, of our energy, of everything. We're out of whack. So this is where we're constantly separating the matter. This is where we're in the separation patterning that I love that Patch did with the devil card, okay? And this is, we're going to do this, they're doing this through energy. This is happening through energy, or this is happening right throughout now through energy. So we're going to destroy toxic, destructive, stagnant patterning that's going to be destroyed through self by facing what? The negative, the alchemy of the feminine. So we're going to see, we're going to have a pineal gland activation here, patterns of the positive, the gratitude, and this is the high vibe charge, and it's very humble, and it's very peaceful, and it's this, and it's of new earth. It's not, it's expanded. So if you're seeing things you've never seen or felt before, that's because you're expanding. Now, we're going to amplify our humble charge to elevate where we're going. And this has to do with from pain to pleasure by creation of the lotus. And we're going to expand more off this, where we're going. So stay tuned. And we've been in practice. It's go time. We've been in practice of this creation, of this patterning. It is go time. We've been making this for some time, all right? It's like a completion of this. It's a completion of this. And we know what the lotus does. The lotus symbolizes the purification of the mud, the blossoming of through the mud, with the mud. And there's purification, and things are much clearer. But we're doing this through self. And this has to do with our light bodies. But our light bodies are connected to our actual bodies, our earthly bodies. Here, we have to, like, we're making that connection. Remember, we fixed the temperature gauge. So, this is, they showed me the popping of a zit. And yes, many people say don't pop your zits. It's bad for your skin. But you know what? Many of us do pop our zits. And then you know that feeling of it. That feeling of that release. It hurts at first, but it feels so good afterwards. This is what they showed me we're doing. They showed me a vision of this. And this is to help the system. This is mission work in our job. So we're just going to literally help cleanse the system right now for the rest of the collective, so that we can really amplify what we're doing. And this is the end. So now we need to expand off this. Yes. Now, which way? So this has to do with the fact that we are restoring justice through patterning here. We've activated the Prince of Wands, the masculine. We're going forward, but we're going forward within to face this Four of Pentacles shift with the masculine by honoring the 9. This is where the masculine honors the feminine, and we understand what is precious to us. And it's healing from cruelty. It's healing from our 9 of Swords. It's healing from fear. We're seeing this. Because why? We've connected. And now we're seeing what we have to do with the cup. We have to face the negative. We have to face the negative tetrahedron right here, okay? In order to see the positive and expand with creation. And we are about to expand. And it's what? Working with the Ace of Wands and finding strength to expand with the masculine, to heal with the masculine, to untwist it once and for all and heal from what? Our burdens. This is oppression. We're going to heal from oppression by expanding our patterning from the heavens to the earth through us, literally, okay? Look, that tetrahedron goes with that tetrahedron, and we expand through the heart. And it's within, with the Hermit. And this is connecting to the wisdom we need that from the dawns of time that we're expanding with as we add our Nine of Wands charge that was activated with this super flower full blood moon in Sagittarius total lunar eclipse. And we expanded here with the universe. We expanded here with the feminine. We expanded here with understanding self. Our connection, this connection right here through the center. Thank you to Pisces. Thank you to Pisces for all this work. This is incredible because this is connected to our activation here, where we're going to be going and talking to next. This is connected. Ooh, let me get it straight, guys. Let me get it straight. This is connected to this right here, okay? And what we're doing here right now. And what we're doing is we're having our regeneration, our rebirth. We are levitating, but we're levitating with the energy of fire this time. This is a different type of levitation, and it's burning, literally burning away with that violet flame what's no longer of service to us. And this is literally like the divine carrying us to where we need to go. This is the push. This is the push. And it's happening here within the Four of Swords and the Sun. And what this is activating is patterns of self that are connected to New Earth, the Golden Ages, the truth, the knowledge of the expansion. This is the knowledge of the expansion and where we see how to act on it. And we're seeing through the truth. My counter just said 1104. This guys is so spectacular. Now, this is happening because we've activated patterns of compassion. We have activated these patterns of compassion. Where? Within, in the dark. In order to see the light, we access self. We access our divine blueprint. Through what? La Luna's helping us here. Look, La Luna's right here. And this is connected to the new moon right now. And this is about the new moon in Gemini. Something will be activated. And this is it. This is it. This is the twin energy right here. This is, oh, so beautiful. For all this work we've been doing as we've been reinvesting in the earth. And this is working with the priestess. This is getting the knowledge. Look, we've literally been pierced by the knowledge in order to expand with. Look, there's our third eye activations, and we are activating with our light bodies here. And we're seeing our information. We're understanding our information. And that is connected to the Empress, our abundance, the expansion, starlight energy. And when she is helping us to get to the Garden of Venus with rest and renewal. And that is connected to working with Pisces and Mars, the masculine, in order to get us here. We're no longer in deprivation. We've created our alignment. We are in prosperity, and we have learned how to do alchemy this many times. And it has to do with creation of the fifth house, taking a risk in love with the power of love because of what we've seen and connected to within the stars, this limitless possibility. And that's happening from the heavens to the earth through us. We will expand. We'll take a risk with love. We'll take a risk to create anew. And this is where we're doing it. And this is what we're going to see what the grand activation is. And it's connected to this. It's connected to this, the elevation, with the fire power and the water power. This is the alchemy, the 13 spheres of knowledge. And what are we doing here? We're letting go. We're letting go. It's time for release because we're doing this. We're doing this. Okay? This has to do with our Kundalini. That's why we're working with our endocrine system. Ooh. Now, let's see what's happening here, guys. Right here. We're going to travel with the priestess, okay? Right now. We need to make a connection. This is about our limitless possibilities. This is about the star, and we're filling our cups. We're filling our cups from what we've seen, from what's been taken out with this push. And it has to do with this creation of the Two of Swords through this. This is our activation. This is it right here. And we're going here. We're connecting to the Ten of Cups through the 5th house. And this is where we're doing all this work within the garden. And this is where we're going to elevate. And this has to do with our untapped energy. And we're facing something from the past, but we're creating a new with it. And this is how we are literally closing the door from the past. So let's just start here. Let's just start here. Oh, and this has to do with coherence. The frequency of coherence supports our ability to harmonize the frequency of the heart with the frequency of the mind for an optimal ability to create the reality that we desire. And that's what we're doing here with this Page of Swords and grounding with the Queen of Pentacles. And we're getting ready to turn the wheel. Because why? We're understanding force. We're understanding the masculine. The masculine's ready to create with love and connect through the feminine with the feminine and those 13 spheres of knowledge. And this has to do with faith. And the fact that we found the keys to where we're going. Now we're going. So, let's do it. Oh yes, this has to do with love. That's for sure. That's how we are activating. Okay. It's connected to that 6 of Pentacles. Gemini. The twins. I swear. Ooh, we're working with ghost and rejection to expand with our consciousness. But of course, it's all about our growth. Everything we've just discussed. We're going to heal from our anger. And this is how the blue ray is connected to the violet ray right now. So what we need to do is we need to surrender our anger We're creating comfort and protection. Ooh. With movement. That's through the heart. Now we're moving through the heart. We started with the throat. We started with our truth. And trust has connected us to our passions. And that has allowed us to connect to our abundance, heal from our sadness, and work with our energy in order to create the peace and happiness through reflection. And what are we activating? our faith. There it is. But remember, we had to have a recalibration to the root, to levitate, to work with the Earth Star. And that had to do with honoring protection. But it was through disruption, the energy of the opposites. This is lit, guys. This is lit. Trust. When this card comes up in a reading, it's a sign to start trusting yourself. We often seek advice from our outside sources and people we trust. The reality, though, is that most of the time, deep down inside, you know what you need to do. Have the confidence to trust in yourself and your own sense of self-governance. Ultimately, you can make your own decisions, and that's what we're doing. That's what's happening. This is all about self-governance. This whole entire message, like, we're beginning. Remember, this is about spiritual governance and the connection to that with self and the creation of New Earth, the economy of New Earth, where we're going, what we're building. All right, guys. One more message. One more message here. Saturn returns. This is where we expand with our wisdom. We balance out our karma. And we transform with the patterns. Our everyday patterns. We're expanding body. That's what we're doing in here. The message, it's alchemy. It's alchemy of self. To expand with the earth. This is our connection to the devil energies. This is Capricorn. Lower vibration, it's I use. Higher vibe, it's we use. Connection. We're having our transformation. We know this is about a metamorphosis. This is on point to everything we've been discussing, like the last 12 readings. And this was activated with that pink moon in Scorpio, and we're working with our 6th house, our routine with the body, and we understand our body, our actual body, and how we treat it is connected to our light body and how that works, and our energy field. And we're working with the air element, of course, communication, thanks to all this help with our soul and our soul's expansion with the moon, the feminine. So what? We can become friends and heal with the South Node our life stats. And we know Pisces is helping us to believe and own the energy of the opposites. Look, we created the right pattern. There it is right there. We've healed with force. We had to see it all. We had to not go mad in the energy of the opposites. Like, this is, once again, too, everything that's in this message. It's all here. It's all connected. This is connected to part of our fortune increase, the 10 of Cups. And the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles, this is it. Because it's part of our fortune increase. We still have to work with the 10 of Cups. We have to work with our purpose in order to build this. But it has to do with Pluto. And we know we're working with Pluto from our previous message. And Aquarius, I know, to help us work with the water element and sense. And now look, we know this is the energy of Aquarius, Sun and Mother working together in order to purify. And we're going to expand here with our messages and Jupiter and how we communicate. But we're going to have to make a sacrifice with what we don't see to heal with the masculine in order to ground the patterns of love. And guys, I'm sorry I'm going fast, but today we're in a rush. Oh my goodness, there it is right there. Here we go. Because why? We used the cosmic cross of transformation. Because I want this reading to you guys to be able to really be here. So we're expanding with our spirit and the fire element. To what? Work with our 7th house and partnerships. Gemini, I think. And this was all started with the lunar eclipse, the total lunar eclipse. Full blood, flower, supermoon in Sagittarius. With this, where we started to create the stability through the earth. But what did we have to do? We had to have an ending in order to create a new. But that's where we saw the Ace of Swords reversed. This is where we saw the Ace of Swords reversed. And remember, the path to our destiny is the one we were not taking. So now we expand with Jupiter and Sagittarius. And that's thanks to this lunar eclipse right here. And we've connected to what we need to know. Uranus, our great genius, and we're just going to analyze it now. So we're going to analyze our roots and see what we need to cut away so we can be blessed. This is it. This is it, guys. This is it. Let's just confirm it. What's being activated here? What's being activated here? And then we're going to say goodbye until we meet again. What's being activated here? Guys, the Two of Cups, just the Two of Cups and the Eight of Cups challenge. Haha, that just flew over here. Okay. There we go. Get it back in the deck. Get it back in the deck. It's because my family is waiting for me. It's time to go and heal with the earth and expand, guys. They're outside creating anew, laying down those patterns. So we're working with the moon to restore justice because we know we're supported and never alone. We're in wish fulfillment right here to expand and have our new beginning. We embrace our new beginning with death and we manifest and we go from the 5 to the 6. Everything that's being offered with Gemini season. But remember, guys, we're doing it through coherence, okay? And it's not a coincidence. This is number 13. This is working with those 13 spheres of knowledge in order to expand the matter, the feminine, the masculine, the energy through the center, the inner child with the divine. Love, light, and healing energy sent your way to create today, guys. I'll look forward to seeing you again soon when we expand with all these messages like lit, like this priestess here. Take care, everyone.